What is up everyone, this is Linus, and a lot of people say that the smartphones lack innovation these days. But you know what, not only people but also gadgets can be two-faced. I'm talking about the Yotaphone 2, a phone that was released 2 years ago, and the reason why I'm making this review is that the prices have dropped dramatically. For example, if you wanted to buy a phone like 2 years ago, you would need to pay over 800 bucks. And now you can buy the phone for around 130 bucks, which is a huge price decrease. So let's not waste any more time and let's go to the studio to learn if the Yotaphone 2 is worth your investment. Just before we start, I will leave all the links down below the video. It all starts with a premium presentation. The phone comes in a unique box that nicely unfolds, and inside of it all the items are actually packed in separate boxes. The list of accessories include a nice USB cable, some paperwork, a fast charger, a SIM ejector tool, and a pair of earphones which look kind of nice, but the quality of sound is just meh. The Yotaphone is a unique device, not only because of its secondary 4.7 inches e-ink display, but also due to its rounded shape, which may remind you some of the old Nexus devices. What is also kind of unique is that the phone is very compact according to today's standards, and that is mainly due to its 5 inches 1080p AMOLED panel. Speaking of that display, I can say that it is punchy, vibrant, and it offers deep blacks, like most of the AMOLED panels. Both displays are covered with Gorilla Glass 3 for scratch resistance. As for cameras, we have just 8 megapixels shooter on the back and just 2 megapixels shooter on the front. Oh, you can actually use the main camera with the LED flash for selfies and see yourself on the e-ink display. Since the Yotaphone 2 used to be the high-end phone, the loudspeaker quality is one of the best you can find in this price range. Overall, the device is well made and it sits comfortably in the hand. However, we don't have any premium materials like metal, there is no notification LED light, there are only on-screen navigation buttons, and last but not least, the volume rocker rattles quite a lot. Well, it may be due to the fact that there is a single nano SIM card tray inside of the button. The question is, what can you do with a secondary display and why is it there? Well, you can do a lot of things. First of all, you can see all your notifications and access some frequently used apps that sit on the Yota panels, which are highly customizable. You can access your calendar, contacts, play the music, and so on. Everything can be highly customized, but I think that's the boring stuff. You can mirror absolutely anything you want on the secondary display. The possibilities are actually endless here. You can play some pre-installed games or use the display for your movie tickets. Not sure if you want to watch videos or even play some games on the black and white display that has much slower refresh rates, but it is kind of fun and it saves a ton of power. Speaking of the power, you can enjoy reading collection of ebooks for a whopping 100 hours using the e-ink display and the built-in Yotaphone's power management tools. However, if you prefer using the Yotaphone's main display more often, you will get just over 3 hours of screen on time. At least that was my result on kind of intensive use. The secondary display definitely looks like an innovation even in 2016, but the Yotaphone is a 2-year-old device after all. My Chinese review unit runs on the outdated Android 4.4 and I know that a lot of folks may be disappointed. On the other hand, the stock-looking user interface is pretty fast and I just had a few minor hiccups over the time. For just $130, you are getting an old but still capable Snapdragon 801 chip. If you add 2 GB of RAM and 32 gigs of storage, you can enjoy playing some 3D games even on the highest graphics with just a few skipped frames. The image quality is kind of average. The daylight images could have more detail and sharpness, the dynamic range adjustment is kind of poor, and the HDR mode leads to unnatural looking colors. Still, you can get some nice looking pictures that can rival even some newly released phones in this price range. Where the Yotaphone 2 is better than your average $130 phone is the low light. The photos are not the best, but they are definitely usable. The selfie image quality leaves a lot to be desired. Currently I'm shooting with the Yotaphone 2. This is handheld footage, and today is a pretty cloudy day. The 1080p video looks kind of okay, but don't expect any stellar looking footage from the phone this cheap. When it comes to connectivity, the phone lacks the microSD card slot. It comes with just one SIM card tray, but there is NFC, a stable Wi-Fi connection, and a good quality earpiece that assures a great call quality. If you add the wireless charging feature, you may live with the previously mentioned shortcomings. Oh, almost forgot, the GPS is actually very accurate while navigating through the streets. That leads us to the final conclusion, and we should answer if the Yotaphone 2 is worth buying in 2016. I think it is. $130 will get you a phone that is truly unique, mostly due to its secondary display. Whether you love reading ebooks or want to mirror the entire main display, the Yotaphone 2 has you covered. However, this device is 2 years old and you get the outdated hardware, software, the volume rocker rattles, there is no notification LED light, the phone has just an average camera, and you are stuck with just one SIM card tray. Even with those shortcomings, I think that the Yotaphone 2 is still one of a kind device at this price point, but it's up to you to decide whether that blend of uniqueness and the outdated hardware is worth your money. So what do you guys think? Would you buy the Yotaphone 2? And do you think that e-ink display truly makes the phone unique? Please drop me a comment down below and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please also like the video, check out some other videos, and follow TechLineHD on social media like on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. See you in the next video soon.